Again on KGS, this time playing a 3Q player who's going cross Fuseki. Alright, so I guess he's more of a territorial player. Doesn't want to get into frameworks, though he approaches me high. Nothing wrong with it. I kind of don't like seeing it, though, to be honest. Because are you aware that the cross Fuseki is more territorially oriented than influential? I mean, why approach high? It's kind of making it hard on yourself. Usually whenever I see this, it's the exact same Joseki too. They always, play this, and I'm going to always approach, and they're going to back off, and I'm going to get a framework, and play low, change up, do something fun.
I actually don't know anything about cross Fusekis.
And as you can see, joining me is, of course, my only friend in the world, Inazuma. So here would be really, really cool if you... Sorry, what?
If you could see my right, and now I have a thumbs up.
Perhaps one day we'll get you on camera, too. Let's see, it would have been really, really cool if he played D3, a nice, greedy, though not overplay. Unfortunately, he pincers, which kind of says, I have no idea why I just made the framework on the left-hand side when I'm pincering showing very little interest in the left-hand side. So naturally, I'll go into the corner.
So direction of play is the biggest problem with these low Qs?
It really does. With Q players, you can really just win on direction of play and play nice and solid throughout the middle game. And as long as you understand why things like this are not exactly good, then yeah. Let's see, I could play, whatever. I'll just connect.
I should really start playing with some cross Fusekis because I don't like playing against influence.
Could do that. Definitely could do that. What's he going to do? Is he going to try to connect? Is he going to jump up at D9 maybe? Try to really make that into a large area? Nope, guess not. Oh well. Tell you what. I'm going to offer him Sente. I'm going to Hane here and connect. He doesn't really have to connect. He could extend out or he could play elsewhere or something. What would really be cool is if he made a two-space extension off C9 and then a Hane, and he responds with a Hane, and then we have a nice little smiley face on the board. That would be really cool. Oh, no smiley face for me. Oh well. Let's see, what do I want to do? I can approach a corner, or I can keep his framework limited. I don't really see a need to keep that framework limited right now. I'll approach. I will have to be careful. Can't let it grow out of control, but right now it's not. He really is all about that influence. He played Large Knight. What do we know about the Large Knight? It can be invaded, so I will. Usually whenever someone plays a Large Knight these days, in response to the approach, we almost always hit that 3-3. It's like, no, that is not turning into territory. I am sorry.
Okay, right? This is what he wants.
It should be what he wants, but keep in mind influence is kind of hard to actually use. And you're right, my voice does totally change when I'm doing this. I actually just heard it.
Well, it's hard when you're not talking to a live audience. It's different.
Oh well. This is okay. He's going to connect. I technically might have Sensei from this. If he responds, don't respond. Don't respond. Leave it. Approach me and... Oh. I'm alive here, so I don't have to respond. I don't have to play up there again. So after he plays this, I can cut, which is kind of cool. Or I can just make certain that he's really, really hard for him to use the influence, which is what I'm going to do instead. So I'm going to take my enclosure so he doesn't get the nice little approach to use that wall, which is what he should have done instead of responding to me up top. Okay. He approaches me. I could ignore it. but I'll kick him instead, because I want my corner. I have
Say
4
he
of them
plays,
now.
say he plays E9, what's your reduction move?
E9, I would still ignore and play elsewhere.
Really?
Yep.
You have all 4 corners, you're going to lose this game.
That's a proverb or something, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. No, since he doesn't... Because the thing with that is, if he had not approached me just now and tried to build up the left-hand side, that's the only area he's getting influence. And if we count, it's not even worth that much territory. So I could have used my extension to maybe play L3, or I could have made a annoyance out of myself by cutting at N16, or something like
This is
that.
reminding me of that one Legend 88 game against at night.
Are you implying that I'm going to die horribly here?
No.
I am not invading the 3... Okay, that's a bad... I'm not invading all of the 3 points like a madman, okay? So, I'll have you know, I am not playing like at night. Okay, he doesn't want me hitting that C12 point. However, I can hit the high.
If you live, then he has nothing.
Yeah, the game's already kind of over. He really has to profit on attacking me in the middle. And what's worse is I can kind of reduce that even more because B9, or what is that, B6 is available. B6 is no longer available. He's protected it. Alright, see, now is one of those instances where I don't know what to really do. Keep defending my center, I guess. But I don't want to take Tengen.
And you get ahead, get more ahead.
That is true. I could take a 2-space up top. I like that idea. I like a 2-space on the right, too, though. Make sure you can't use that influence very well. Oh, no. If I had 2-space up top, he could do Tengen to pincer me, though. And then I kind of have to be careful. I guess the best idea is to play a move there, and I really ought to do it. But I can't bring myself to do Tengen, so I'm going to just get some shape instead. Just going to throw up a bunker and make certain that my defenses are safe in the center.
Always salvage it for later, right?
Not so much in Go. I can't really salvage a group this large. It's like, yeah, I'll just let it go.
Hey, like my game earlier. Let those guys go. I lost that game, didn't I?
You did lose your game, but you should not have lost it. You did very, very well.
That's depressing.
Don't get depressed, get even.
It's not a good attitude. If I try that, I'll lose for sure because I always lose when I try to win.
You know why you lost.
Rusty.
That, and you went in for the kill and you didn't have to.
Just, I wasn't paying enough attention in your last game.
Mm-hmm. So, about my current game, a bit difficult for him because he's got a cut point that I can't really do much about. He wants to protect it, but that'd be Gote. Okay, this is good, this is good. I would prefer to see this move all the way over at H17, though. At least threaten me. Maybe see if I'm gonna respond there, so he can't throw in at E18. Then he might be able to get a move on the right-hand side as well. So that cut point's a little harder to take advantage of. Right now, I don't feel threatened. He extended off one side, so I'm going to make sure he can't extend on both of them.
Say you switch places with him. Could you win?
I don't know. It'd be difficult. I wouldn't want to do it.
Would you have to kill something?
Yeah. Because right now, I'm also getting something in the middle. I mean, I got my group there. The sides were all taken care of. The corners were all taken care of. So now you can see that I'm just trying to make something in the middle. And I've got forcing moves all over the place in order to do that. I mean, here I'm starting to link up. Down below, I'm going to threaten to kill... well, I really shouldn't do that. But I'm going to. I'm going to threaten to attack.
Kind of liking those cross small knights. Can kind of keep in the middle there.
They're a little bit of a trap. I want those to be cut. I want him to cut me there. I want him to create a weak group in the middle where I'm strong to have a fight. I would love that. Okay. I fully intend to get rid of this stone.
Just like I sacrificed my group earlier.
Gonna get rid of that one too. All I want here is influence. Access to my corner, huh?
That's an interesting move.
That's fine, you can have it. Like I said, all I want is the center. Nice.
Ooh, he recognizes.
That's fine. I don't expect to keep most of what I've just created here, so I don't mind.
Now, if this were me, I would have a problem with trying to decide what to do. I would be tempted to play P10 and let him injure my right side
I see.
for the center. I want to keep
I
both
think
places at once.
S9 was a bad idea. Well, I'm going to keep most of them at once. I mean, I got some right side territory, I got some middle at the moment. That, I think, is too small to care about. So what do I do instead? Guess I'll keep them low on top. See if I can't get some more middle for myself. But now he's got a corner. See, he can play S3. The proverb no longer works. I don't have all of the corners, thank you.
It's true, but maybe you'll get S2 later on in the game. You may still break the proverb.
And then technically no one really gets the corner.
It's like a seki in the corner. It's shared.
Alright, so he's got a few points on territory on top now. That's nice. That's good. He lives there very well. I'm going to keep developing the center, though.
Have you ever had a double seki in a game of your own?
Yeah, probably. I imagine I had to at some point. He's doing a little bit of poking in. That's alright. No problems there. He can come in a little bit from that hole at N14, and a little bit from the left at around G13, but not too far. I'm going to cut him off. Okay, I'll keep that nice and strong, which is why I should not have played F9. Ooh, he's getting aggressive. But that is a 3-space extension, which is susceptible to one little itty-bitty weakness, so let's poke at it and see if it exists. What do you do with this? Oh dear. He might get himself cut off if he's not careful.
That center's looking much larger now.
He's cut off. He can't connect this. Wait, he might... Alright, he might be able to with G14. I don't know. I haven't really read it out. I don't know what's going on here. I connect. What are you threatening to do here, dude? I'm tempted to just let those stones go. They're not really what we call important. Alright, have the stones.
I think that's the bigger move. I like it. The middle looks really big.
Guess I'll just keep him out of there.
What would you do if you had played G8 instead?
G8? I don't know. I'll have to go back and look at that. Here you can see perfect placement of J8. Can't cut me. That is why we make shape. With shape, we don't have to quite worry about reading as far. It's like a little cheat. It's like, no, that shape move is doing all the reading for me. Goat I can live regardless. Guess I'll just keep my middle. Nah, I want my corner. No, he can jump up from there. I should take my middle.
Shoes are like Silver League, right? That's one thing I don't like about Silver Leaguers. They don't know when to quit.
I have absolutely no idea how I would equate Go ranks to StarCraft. I'm sorry.
Diamond League's like amateur, middle's on.
Oh no, there's a large...
Platinum.
Let's not get into that. But he's doing a little bit of poking, a little bit of reducing, that's good. Too late to get into the middle though, so that's all mine. He can reduce me on the right in Sente at S3, should really take that in Atari, and then forget about it for a while. Pushing at P17 is nice. I have block, and then Yohane is at O19. I have to respond again, that'd be nice. Oh! What do you know?
Would you still call this a teaching game?
Yeah, pretty much.
Sometime I'd like to see you just completely crush someone. That's right.
See,
To see what that's like. Take them seriously.
I try not to do those kinds of things.
Not just for the sake of crushing, just to see what it would be like for someone that strong to take advantage of all the weaknesses.
Well, I'm usually in the mindset that I don't actually take advantage of every weakness that's presented all the time. Which is why I typically don't do it.
Because of course, we're working low-key to be able to do that. So to see someone strong do that is inspiring.
Wow. I almost connected immediately. I thought for certain he was an Atari. I had actually... if I hadn't misclicked off the board, I would have played a stone just now, and he'd be like, what is he doing? Is he insulting me? So I can threaten this. Little monkey jump. Whoa, someone's actually watching me.
Really?
Yep, someone's got my Twitch.
I wonder if I go there, will I hear myself twice?
Yes, you will. I almost did it there again, too. I thought for sure it was going to Hane, so I was going to connect without even reading. But I think this game is mostly over. Score's not really going to change very much. It's pretty much getting down into endgame. There's a couple of points that I could take. I can connect here, I suppose, and keep a stone. That... So back off here. Make certain you can't get in. Alright, that's good. I gotta respond to that. You want to tarn me as well?
That middle is a lot smaller than I thought it would.
The middle looks smaller?
I mean, I'm sure it's large enough, but it looks smaller than I expected it to be.
Really? I'm surprised it's this large, to be honest.
It always looks bigger when all the stones aren't filled in on the edges.
Yeah, anytime the middle is worth over, like, 40 points, I haven't counted it exactly, but anytime it's that large, something has gone wrong. Okay. Not a lot of sense, hey, because I can play here and keep my corner and make certain he can't monkey me. Monkey see, monkey do. And of course, after this game, I'll be at 2Q now, because you shoot up in ratings super fast on KGS.
I wouldn't count on it. You're white, right?
Yeah.
Might put you all the way to 1Q.
Really? Surely it wouldn't do that. No? I mean, I don't know. I don't know a ton about KGS rankings. Rating system. I so like the Taigem system better. Evaluate me every couple of games. What?
I think it's 20 games.
Yep, every 20. If you're having a bad week, you might go down 2 times, might go down once, might stay the same. If you're on fire, you might go up 1, maybe 2 ranks, if you actually manage to win 20 games in a row. It's like, no, if you fall out of practice, you're just not that rank that week, I guess. Keeps you on your toes. I'll take my meds downstairs after this. It's entirely too warm in this room. Put them where it's cooler. Maybe in the fridge. But here we are in endgame. I'm going to play here so I can actually push. Probably a bad reason to back up. Well, no, if I did do that, then he'd connect Ned Vicente. So, push. And that was my plan. And Atari.
Endgame doesn't even feel like playing Go anymore.
Really? What's that?
Like you're hurrying up, getting to the score so that you can do one.
If the game is close, then it still really feels like Go. If there's a huge disparity, then yeah.
I don't feel like I won if it's close. Between my
That's my
2
fault.
points,
That's my fault.
I just don't feel like I won.
That's my fault. You can completely blame me for that. It's like, no, kill something.
I think it's close if, like, it's less than 20 points.
That's huge. I don't even know what to play right now. So I'll play here.
You want the 3Q to give you some endgame advice? Yeah,
Oh, absolutely. Sure, why not? You can give me advice all you like.
Well, I'm looking at F19 because then you can always play H17 later on if he ignores it.
You say what?
F19.
Oh, F19, yeah.
It's good.
There's that. I was thinking about P17 actually.
So that might be larger.
Don't
Or if
ask
he
me, I
plays
suck at
P18.
endgame.
He has P18 himself, which would reduce you significantly.
Don't ask me about endgame, I prefer it when my games don't get there. Though, as bad as my endgame is now, oh man, it was so much worse when I was first did I say leveling? When I was first learning Go, whatever you want to call it. Because
So
none of... What?
you say you prefer it if it doesn't get to the end game. Does that mean you'd rather lose than
Yep.
lose a game
Yep,
in the
yep,
end
yep,
game?
yep.
So you'd rather lose horribly earlier
I like
on
fighting.
than have a close game where you lose.
I like fighting, what can I say? I like fighting. If something's not dead, then I need to keep studying. That's typically how I regard that. It's really, really bad, I know. I should not have any kind of opinion like that. And anyone watching this, I don't recommend that you have an opinion like that either. That's just really, really...
There's a small issue with that. You'll never be satisfied with playing because you'll either be crushing someone weaker than you or you'll be losing to people stronger than you and you'll never enjoy playing Go.
No. Some games I'll enjoy, some games I won't. You know, it's just how things go.
But you're saying you'll enjoy the ones where you're playing people weaker than you.
No. Same rank when I kill them.
Rank doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does. I don't really feel particularly great when I'm killing a weaker player.
I don't mean like a lot weaker, just like maybe a few ranks.
Nope. It's better when they're even or stronger than you. Or supposed to be. That's just my opinion. I'm too aggressive. I know this. Yes, I'm aware of what I just did.
It's fine, you're alive.
Sign.
Give them a few points, right? No problem.
Yeah, but that's really late. That was really sloppy of me.
Your reputation is being lowered by the second, but...
Yes.
I blame myself for distracting you.
Cool, let's go with that. But that was good for him. That was good for him. Very, very good for him. Let's make sure that's going to be... There we go. Now I'll connect. And now he'll probably Atari me for a free point I'm going to respond to.
KGS should incorporate a reward system so that when they level up, they get a reward. Like
Right, now you're using level up too.
free KGS Plus.
Oh, that'd be so easy to abuse. Just keep creating new accounts. It's like, hey, I'm 30Q, now I'm 29.
You'd have to go by IP or something.
Well, even that. We know that people know ways to get around, you know, IP.
That's true. I'm just saying it might be cool.
Yeah. If you could actually find a way to reward... Well, actually what you could do, I suppose you could try to implement something where it's based on how long you've been at a certain rank. If, like, you've been at a rank for, like, 5 months and suddenly you increase one, that would be cool.
Yeah. And it could send a server-wide message. This person has ranked up.
Oh, wow. Well, if you're going to do that, are you going to do the opposite as well? Just completely trash them if they go down and it's like, oh, this person is horrible. They've fallen 2 ranks in the last 10 days. Yeah, that was a good one. Is there, like, anything else here to actually play? I mean, there's this, but I probably should have actually looked before clicking.
Wait, so that's not Sente?
What?
Him
No, I'm connected.
16. Oh, you're connected.
Yeah. If I wasn't, then that would be a bit embarrassing.
I missed that. That was just...
It's like, no, I'm not the one playing this game. Okay. Okay, I understand why he's doing this. What do we got here? If I just Atari, he can Atari, I take, he extends, okay, whatever. If I just connect, then he does that, and then he can go here, and then he can do that, and then he can go here, maybe go, no. I vote no. I vote no.
You know, my method is always complicated. I would have played L14.
Might have been better. I'm just trying to reduce as much audio as I can. I don't know if this is working or if it's giving it more, but whatever. There are now 2 people watching me.
You know, I went to your website and I couldn't get the live stream.
You couldn't?
It was playing your previous game.
It shouldn't. No, I gave you the link to my previous game.
Oh.
Hello, up-and-comer. Ooh, he is going to try something here, you're right.
How do I access your main page from that link?
I'll link you later. Right now, I kind of have to pay attention to him, trying to kill me, so give me a second here.
Sure.
Let's see where this is going to go. One last desperate effort, I guess. Alright, glad to see that you're trying to learn some Go there, up-and-comer. Unfortunately, this is the end of the game. So, not sure what you're going to learn from this. I am going to review it afterwards, like I usually do. But I am pleased that so far this is mostly secret. Nobody knows that this streaming account exists yet. And they won't until I upload it to YouTube, which I'm not going to do for a while.
Not until you're at least, what, 3 done?
Well, it's not a matter of that. It's just, I don't know. On Tygem, there's so many different rooms. It's easy to kind of hide while I'm playing so I don't get a bunch of people watching.
So, and what is the reason that you don't want observers?
For reasons that are reasonable. I don't know what that is, so
What would those be?
I'm just going to play here now. I don't know what they are. When I think of them, I'll let you know. Okay, I'll take that now.
Poor guy is desperate.
That's okay. If he sticks around, I'm going to review this.
You should in fact link him to your site.
No, I shouldn't. Japanese player. Been
Must be why you played the cross
for quite a while.
And proceeded to play Influence.
What? Oh, because of the influence, okay. I have to say, do the Japanese usually play cross? Alright, I'm cut off, so I'm just going to play here so he can't try anything weird. Bamboo joint, I'm all safely connected and stuff, so I guess I'm going to pass now? I don't see anything else to do.
No weirdo Chinese rules.
Yep, no weirdo Chinese rules, don't have to fill in all the dame. You shouldn't call them weirdo, it's just different.
I'm sorry. Strange and different and not what I'm used to.
Yeah. So that's dead, and that's dead. Alright, done with that. Alright, and that's the end of that. Now I will briefly take control here to review the game. Opened up with the diagonal for Seki, as mentioned, and yeah, I usually expect to see low. Cross typically says, okay, we're going to play more of a territorial game, so Third line, territory, should approach there. That's just what I am more comfortable with. I guess he's not. And
He's just not on a review.
yeah. And here, I like this. When I have C9 off of star point like this, then I don't like backing off here, because I think this is a little bit over-concentrated, or if, you know, white backs off and then maybe gets this later, now I know I'm really over-concentrated, and I don't really like that. So I see this as a perfect excuse to be a little bit greedy. It's like, alright, I'm going to play here. You can jump in here if you want, but you're a pincer. You cannot get a two-space extension. Like if this stone was even one more away and we jumped in close, then there's of course the option for a two-space. So maybe you can actually pick up base here. Let's see, here he connects. I disagree with this. If he's going to block, if he's going to pincer, I think we have to go this way. Because this doesn't really connect very well. I tried to give him Sente. I thought he'd play here or something. Or maybe even try to, I don't know, do something else, but whatever. I approach. I disagree with the large knights. I would only pull off a small. I'd want some territory, not just all influence.
It's all or nothing.
Yep. Here, I also expected him to drop down. This is usually what we see when white actually invades the large knight like this, that we're going to get as much influence as we possibly can. So, you know, if I play here, then this is just bad. Trying to live here is not going to work. Right? So we drop down here, force white out, follow, 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 and now we've got an enormous wall here. And if you want Sente, you can ignore this move, play elsewhere, maybe even pincer, approach, you know, do whatever you want. You wanted the influence, you got a really, really huge, strong wall there, so, yeah, all yours. Responding to this, though, was just, I felt bad. So I shouldn't get Sente here. Right now, he should be able to play, you know, halfway point, put a pressure on me by approaching, see if he can't really develop this area. I should not have got Sente here.
I have a quick off-topic question. If you do auto match, does it put the game in the room that you are in?
No, it just does open a game. And then this, I have no idea. I mean, at this point, the game's just difficult. There's really not a lot he can do. He's got a pincer here, and this is pretty much one of the only things that he can do. Right now, I would want to play this, because it's probably going to meet a response. If I don't play it, if I don't play on the bottom, then, you know, I've got the 3-3 available. Suddenly, I'm not sure if I'm really alive here, kind of getting over-concentrated. Not cool. I'm going to get surrounded, probably. So he's got something like this. He's got the pressure on my middle group. So maybe he can put them together and get a right-hand side for himself. This is pretty much, I view this as his last opportunity. Instead he gives me Sente again. I make shape. And after I take the large point, I think that's really about it. Because he can't respond to these moves. My center is just growing up too large. And this is horrible, but he has to run up into the center. He can't give it to me. He needs anything here to try and get into that middle before it gets out of control. Well, that's pretty much the end of the game, I think. I mean, after this, there's just too much. I'm about 40 points ahead.
You're stronger than I am now.
Yes, I am 2K question mark now. That is true. Only for a while. You'll rank up. You'll rank up.
Soon I will pass you up.
I look forward to that. And everyone else can look forward to another game some other day. I will see you all for